sits on my staff.
First title in program history.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer.
Wow.
It's good.
Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Again, I'm Hunter Vaughn. Here alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Sumrow. And Dennis, we've just had the national anthem. Both teams getting set to go. We have on the far sideline, the Lake Mills L-Cats going all white uniforms today. They've got white helmets with the blue script L-Cats on the side, blue numbers, and solid white pants. The other side, for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors, they're going the opposite direction. They've got all navy for the uniforms, white numbers, but then they've got the Penn State feel with the white helmets and the single blue stripe down the center. So, Dennis, rivalry game tonight. Lakeside Lutheran just had homecoming last week. You know, what's your message to both of these teams if you're either one of the head coaches coming into tonight with a huge rivalry game and some conference standing and playoff hopes on the line?
This is what August is about in July, lifting in the summer, getting up at 6 o'clock every morning to come here and bond with your teammates. 2 weeks of two-a-day practices. This is the kind of game you play for. And you look at, this is actually rivalry night around the area. Columbus at Lodi is a big one. Here's the biggest one, the most played rivalry in the state, Baraboo at Reedsburg. It is the 135th time, and they're 64, 64, and 6.
Oh, my
So whoever
goodness.
wins this one gets bragging rights for at least 1 year. Then you got Madison Weston Memorial. We talked about the clipboard game. And then Oregon and Wanakee has always been a good rivalry. Yep. And Pat Rice actually was student taught and was an assistant at Oregon before he took over the head coaching job at Wanakee. So
almost sounded a little bit like Bo Schembechler with going from playing at Ohio State to coach Michigan.
Yep. So you're looking at it's one of those nights. Just guys go out and have fun. Limit the mistakes, and nobody talked about penalties, and that's been a big factor the last couple of games. We saw that in the Middleton-Verona game, over 100 yards penalties, and that's going to, you're behind the chains. I don't expect to see personal foul penalties like I did when Middleton and Verona got together, because both teams the last couple of years have pretty much hated each other. But there's a lot of respect between these two, and like you said, Lake Mills is 3 blocks away. They walk over, but Lakeside normally takes the bus over there. Well, it's okay to walk too, but I'm sure come the end of October when the weather gets a little nasty, you might hey, it's only 3 blocks, but I'm going to drive over.
Yeah, and you mentioned that weightlifting in the summer and in the off season, that's going to help these teams try and not get injured, and that's something that Stoughton Health helps to provide comprehensive and compassionate care to the Stoughton community and the entire Madison area. From their sports rehab facilities in Oregon and Stoughton to our renowned ortho team with Dr. Ravel, Stoughton Health can help. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com. And the teams are getting lined up for that opening kickoff. It will be the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors will be the ones kicking off to Lake Mills. Lakeside Lutheran will be kicking from right to left on your 100.5 ESPN radio dials. As for Lake Mills back to return, they will have number 6, Tristan Thiede, alongside number 21, Brody Henderson. back to return, and we mentioned it in the pregame. Thiede did have a 93-yard kick return in week 1 in their 45-28 victory over Wisconsin Dells for the L-Cats. And kicking off will be Levi Burkholz. He'll play quarterback, safety, also plays basketball for Lakeside Lutheran, and the kick is a sidewinder taken in by at the 9-yard line on the near side. Makes a man miss. This is Henderson. Henderson across the 25 and brought down close to the 30. In the field here at Lakeside Lutheran, we don't have the individual yard markers, so I'm going to really have to rely on the scoreboard operators next to us for the exact yard spots.
In other words, close enough for government to work.
Yes,
exactly. Like, your guess is as good, or your guess is as good as mine.
Now we'll mark that at the 28. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 28. Ball spotted on the near hash mark, going from left to right for Caden Belling and the L-Cats offense. They'll have 2 receivers to each side. Buckholz will be the running back, flanking him to his right out of the gun. Knee-high snap, quick pass to the near side. There's going to be a flag thrown. That's Ruggie on the quick screen. Picks up about 8, but there's a couple of flags down. That's going to be a holding penalty. So you mentioned, Dennis, those penalties, and of course, first play of the game, we have some flags.
Yeah, it's a little jinx right there.
So that holding penalty is going to back the L-Cats up, back to the 24.
So I actually picked up 6 on that pass completion. Penalty was marked from the point of infraction. So it could have been worse.
1st and 14 at the 24 for Belling. He'll have 3 receivers to his left, single receiver to the right out of the pistol. Licks his left hand, wipes it off on his left thigh. Play action, fires out to the far side for Buckholz. Buckholz gets back to the original line of scrimmage and is brought down near the 30. So pickup of about 5, maybe 6 on the play. Bringing up a 2nd down and 8. So they'll give him 6 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and 8. L-Cats will flip the formation now. 1 receiver up to the top, 3 receivers to the bottom of the formation on the near side. Chest high snap, handoff up the middle, and stopped at the line of scrimmage. That was number 8, Ben Buckholz, the 5'9", 195-pound senior running back. Buchholz last week, 223 yards and 3 touchdowns for the L-Cats.
Christian Stibbs, 6'5", 265-pound senior defensive tackle. Lakeside averages 6'3", 245 on that defensive line. Lake Mills, a little bit smaller, 6 foot 217, but awful quick off the ball.
Lake Mills will keep that same formation, trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Belling pump fakes, fires to the far sideline. That's overthrown, intended for Kerrigan. Over his head, brings up a 4th down and 5. 4th and 5 for the L-Cats, so that'll bring on their punter and kicker, Mason LeVake. Back to return for Lakeside Lutheran. That'll be number 10.
It's Trey Lauber. Yep. LeVake averaging just shy of 41 yards a kick this year.
LeVake's punt, high, nice. Spiraling kick. Lauber calls for the fair catch, lets it go over his head, bounces at the 15, takes an L-Cats roll inside the 10, and down at about the 5-yard line. Great punt for LeVake. That's only his 2nd punt on the year inside the 20.
Right. And that one you did not expect to go inside the 20. See where they marked the ball here. If it is the 5, that would have been 62 yards.
Jeez.
They mark it actually at the 6, so 61-yard punt. I think that'll move that average a little bit above 41 yards.
Yeah, just a little bit. It was probably about a 45-yarder on the fly and then had that extra about 15 yards on the bounce. First down and 10 at their own 6 for the Warriors. Burkholz in the pistol. Some movement up front. It looks like that this is going to go against the L-Cats. Looks like Burkholz with the hard count drew Darren Phillips, the nose tackle in this 3-4 defense for the L-Cats, offsides.
Oh,
That'll give.
Yeah, first and 10 on the 6. Now it gives them a little bit of breathing room. If nothing else, your punter's not going to be with his foot right on the end line.
Burkholz out of the pistol. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield, 1 to each side of him. Burkholz is going to fake the handoff. He'll take it to the right. He's going to be close to that first down marker.
Yeah, we'll be calling his number 11 awful lot tonight. Came into the game, 792 yards rushing, 9 yards a carry, 12 touchdowns. And he's only passed for 2, but he's only attempted 45 in 6 games. So
wow.
Do the math, 7.5 passes a game.
Burkholz picked up 4 on first down. It's 2nd down and 1 with 9:13 left to go in the first quarter. As we are scoreless here at Lakeside Lutheran in the Slider Bowl. Burkholz brings his tight end into motion from the right side over to the left. He's got a running back to each side of him again out of the pistol. Fakes the handoff. He'll hang on to it. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Has enough for the first down and is brought down by a trio of L-Cats. Brought down at the 20. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Warriors.
You know, more nervous than Burkholz's parents tonight? The athletic director, who's also the boys basketball coach here.
Well, see, I was about to throw out the coaching staff at the Citadel, where he's going to play basketball next year.
But he's still got a high school basketball season, one of the two-time all-conference player here.
Handoff up the middle on first down to Caden Boo. Boo lowers his shoulder into the defense, has a gain of 12, picks up the first down for the Warriors.
Back-to-back first downs here, and see him moving the ball down the field, averaging 289 yards rushing a game. We'll see an occasional pass, but only if they get behind the chains, most likely.
They only threw the ball 7 times last week in their victory over Beloit Turner. Handoff on first down.
It's like Boo again.
Yep, and that was Boo in between the tackles. Just lowers his shoulder, keeps the legs moving, falls forward, and able to pick up about 4. Second down and 6. We're inside 8 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Lakeside Lutheran started with the ball on their own 6. Have yet to throw the ball here, as now they're all the way up to their own 38-yard line. Burkholz again in the pistol. He'll hand it off again to Boo, straight ahead, keeps moving. Has enough for another Lakeside Lutheran first down. He's across the 45. Mark him down at the 45, but it is still enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Mason LeVake, the punter, is also a starting defensive tackle, number 52. He was hanging out for dear life and could not bring him down.
Caden Boo, a 5'10", 146-pound running back, is the junior, but he's just so difficult to bring down. Fake the handoff to Boo. Burkholz turns upfield. And they'll say that he was stopped. His forward progress was stopped. Burkholz's knee never went down. He wanted to just keep on running. But even with that stop, he still picked up 4 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 6 at their own 49. 6:30 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, halfway through the quarter. That's what natural running clock will do.
Yep.
Just keep it moving.
Ball spotted on the near hash mark, going from right to left on your radio dials, are the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. We have a 2nd down and 6. Burkholz again in the pistol, receiver to each side, running back flanking him to each side in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to Boo, then he'll pitch it out to the outside. And spinning down, that was Yark. Yark picks up 4.
Nice shoestring tackle there by Ruggig, also starting wide receiver on the team.
It's now 3rd down and 2. And that looks like, as we're looking straight on from here in the press box, it's a long 2 yards. Probably call it something closer to a 3rd down and 3. Again, there's no individual yard markers here at Lakeside Lutheran. So as Dennis Summerall likes to say, it's close enough for government work.
Yes.
3rd down and a long 2 yards at the Lake Mills 47. Burkholz, chest high snap, hands it off to Boo up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's across the 30, inside the 20, being chased down inside the 10 and dragged down at the 5-yard line. Caden Boo found a hole, took it straight up the middle, and the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors are inside the red zone with 5:09 remaining in the first quarter. And that's the problem, Dennis, with this triple option from the pistol that Lakeside Lutheran likes to run. You start getting those runs to the outside, picking up yards, and all of a sudden, Caden Boo is going to just gash you straight up the middle. Same formation again, receiver to each side for Lakeside Lutheran. 2 running backs in the backfield. Boo fakes the handoff, Burkholz faked the handoff, kept it himself, maybe picks up a yard. And they'll give him a yard. Now it's 2nd down at the 5, 2nd and goal. 4:30 remaining in the first quarter. And this drive started all the way back at the Warriors' own 6-yard line. No pass attempts yet either, as it's a 2nd down and goal to go at the 5. Burkholz again in the pistol.
10 straight runs so far.
Burkholz hands it off to Milsna.
Nope. It's like Boo again, 26.
And this triple option with the dark jerseys, it
tough.
likes to play tricks on you, Dennis. So Boo again picks up 2 yards. So it's 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and goal at the 3, Burkholz will go under center. He's got a 3 running back set now with a fullback in there. Handoff to Boo off the right side. He's met at the line and brought down. Gain of 1 to bring up 4th down.
Derek Bruce, the nose tackle. 6 foot 243-pound senior with the tackle and kept him out of the end zone.
And Bruce will split some time at nose tackle with Phillips, but Bruce that time able to split the blockers, get into the backfield. It's 4th down at the 2. Again, they're going to go with that power formation. 3 running backs in the backfield. Burkholz takes it up the middle, reaches for the goal line, and he's across for the touchdown. Lakeside Lutheran strikes first. 3:03 left to go in the first quarter on a 2-yard quarterback keeper for Burkholz.
94-yard drive, 13 plays. Incredible. That includes the 5-yard penalty for offsides. Almost 7 minutes on that drive. That's what you call ball control.
Burkholz will be the one kicking. A great kick, end over end, splits the uprights, and is good. 7-0 our score. 3:03 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a short timeout as you were listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Electrolyte is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electrolyte is the drink for you. Electrolyte, total hydration for every occasion.
Football season is back, and to celebrate, Metro Ford of Madison is giving you a 4K smart TV with the purchase of a new vehicle. Get the 2023 Ford Bronco with 2.9% APR financing for 66 months. $16.41 per 1,000 borrowed. For qualified credit, Flex Buy available.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
A 2-yard quarterback keeper for Burkholz and the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. Put them on top 7-0. It'll be a squib kick from Burkholz. taken up at the 25 and then spun down. That was Cooper Murphy on the return. So it'll be some solid field position.
Samuel Schmidt, 36, with a tackle in play.
So Murphy, the one on the return for the L-Cats. Lakeside Lutheran didn't want Thiede or Henderson a chance at a return, but then ended up giving the L-Cats some good starting field position at the 35. Inside 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Caden Belling breaks the huddle. He'll have trips to his left, single receiver to the right out of the pistol. His toes on his own 30. Chest high snap. Hands it off up the middle to Buchholz. Buchholz breaking a tackle across the 40 and brought down at the 41. Ben Buchholz, again, last week, 223 yards on the ground.
Tackle was made by 51 Benjamin Buxa for Lakeside Lutheran. Headed for North Dakota to play football next year. He's a state finalist. Made the state tournament in track and field, both a shot and disc. Very powerful. He's a mauler. I saw on Wiz Sports had him listed as a mauler on both sides of the ball.
And that is definitely fitting now that we've seen him play here tonight. As on second down, there'll be another run right up the middle. And we'll pick up about
Buchholz
2.
Again.
And that was Buchholz again. Inside 2 minutes left to go. Warriors lead the L-Cats 7-0. It's a 3rd down and 2 at their own 43 for the L-Cats offense. Trying to get something going after the Warriors marched all the way down the field, 94 yards to score the first touchdown of the game. Empty backfield, trips to the left, deuces to the right for Belling. Belling gets the snap, fires to the far side, has it complete over to the far side to Stenbroten. Stenbroten breaks some tackles down the far sideline, across the 40, and inside the 35. But there is a flag on the play near midfield. Heard some fans yell out holding. And the L-Cats offense is going to be backing up.
First team all conference as a sophomore last year. Stenbroten led the team in receiving.
It looked like
starter on both sides of the ball, but we got a hold.
It looked like Tristan Thiede was the one that got called for that holding penalty for the L-Cats. Backing them up. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Well, we just saw that Lake Mills can convert that after Stenbroten had a great run on that quick out route. 3rd down and 7. Ball's on the far hash mark. Lake Mills' own 38-yard line. First down marker at the 45. Belling looks to throw, fires to the near side, has a man across the middle. That's Ruggie. Ruggie breaks a tackle across the 40 and brought down near the 35. Huge gain for J.P. Ruggie.
Well, crossing pattern from right to left and found open space there in the zone. Picked up a nice chunk. That's a chunk play.
You mentioned that zone defense. That's something you'd expect for a senior wide receiver like J.P. Ruggie to be able to find that empty area in the zone, sit down in it, and just make a nice, easy completion for his senior quarterback, Caden Belling.
26 yards on that completion.
1st and 10 at the Lakeside Lutheran 36. Ball in the far hash mark. Hand off to Buchholz up the middle. He's met in the backfield and ripped down by a group of Warriors in the backfield.
Alex Baer, number 78, and 74, Christian Stibbs, met him right in the hole there, and he had nowhere to go.
I think they're going to be a little generous with that forward progress, as they'll only take off about a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 when we come back from a break, as this is the end of the first quarter of action. 7-0. Warriors lead the L-Cats as you're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Here in the second quarter of action, Warriors leading the L-Cats 7-0. L-Cats now switch directions. They'll be working from right to left on your 100.5 ESPN radio dials. Belling in the offense, looking over to the far sideline to get the signal in for the play call. Right now they've got 2 receivers to each side of the formation, with Buckholz flanking Belling to his left. And now the officials are ready. Ball again spotted on the near hash mark, going from right to left. Belling hands it off to Buckholz to the right side. He cuts it up the field and is hit at the 30, keeps his legs moving, brought down near the 25. Buchholz picks up 8 on first down.
Trey Lauber, number 10, in on the stop there.
So it'll be a second down and 8, or excuse me, third down and 8. Oh, they'll actually give him an extra yard, so third down and 1 now. Again, that 4 receiver set, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The lone running back flanking Belling. Belling quickly fires to the right side, has a completion, and that'll be enough for the first down. That was complete to Brody Henderson on the far sideline. Just ran a quick 4-yard hitch, picked up enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 24 for the L-Cats, trying to respond after Lakeside Lutheran touchdown.
It's only the 3rd possession of the game, and we're in the second quarter already.
We're inside a minute gone in the second quarter. Belling out of the pistol. Shin high snap, hands it off to Buckholz. Buckholz has some room up the middle and then is met by a plethora of Warriors. Maybe got to the 20, just inside the 20.
Levi Burkholz in the bottom of the pile there. Safety.
Burkholz should just list him as athlete on the program. Should Lakeside Lutheran. He's listed as quarterback and defensive back, but at this point, doing the kicking duties, he will play safety, maybe move up to linebacker. Just list him as an athlete, right, Dennis?
Yeah, I would be bringing the water out at halftime, I'm sure.
Belling pump fakes, fires deep down the far sideline into the end zone, and that is incomplete through the back of the end zone. He wanted his guy, J.P. Ruggie, but just too strong on second down, brings up a 3rd down and 5, 10:01 on the clock here in the second quarter. The L-Cats making some substitutions as they huddle at the Lakeside Lutheran 25. Line of scrimmage is at the 19. Need to get down to the 14 for a first down here on 3rd. Belling in the pistol, trips to his left, single receiver to the right. Buckholz 3 yards behind him. Waist high snap. They'll do a screen to the near side or far side for Buckholz. Buckholz on the far sideline, breaks a tackle, steps out of bounds at the 10, but a flag flies in the backfield.
He backpedals pretty well, too, on offense.
Yeah.
He got spun around, and he just kept the feet moving. But we got a penalty.
And look, from the sound of the Lakeside Lutheran fans here, below our press box. That is going to go against the Lake Mills L-Cats. So again, Dennis, we brought it up.
That is a big holding penalty.
Yeah, and we brought it up here at the beginning of the game, penalties. Just every time you and I do a game, we just see a lot of untimely penalties from one team. And tonight so far it's been the L-Cats as they trail the Warriors 7-0.
Wipes out a nice gain. Ends up being a 15-yarder marked from the point of infraction. So now 3rd and long. I don't know how many 20-yard plays you got in your playbook, Coach, but need one here.
Well, it looks like they're going to try to get those 20 yards as it's an empty backfield. Now he brings Buckholz into motion, fakes the handoff on a jet sweep, tries to fire to the far side to Ruggie, but that's over his head, out of bounds, bringing up a 4th down and 20. We should see the punting unit come out for the L-Cats.
Yeah, Levake's made a 37-yarder this year. That would be 51, and not tonight.
Nope, Levake will come out to punt. He's standing on the 47-yard line.
First punt was 61. Doesn't want it.
And this is a high spiraling punt. Bounces at the goal, or at the 5, and then rolls into the goal line. That'll be a touchback on the punt. 9:15 left to go here in the first half. Warriors leading 7-0 on the Lake Mills L-Cats. As this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. You can head over to ZimbrickHonda.com or visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today to search current inventory. On first down, handoff yet again up the middle to Caden Boo. We're going to be saying that a whole lot tonight. We're inside 9 minutes left in the first half. Warriors lead 7-0.
Lakeside with only one drive, and it was a touchdown drive. 94 yards, 6:43 off the clock. And if they can knock another 6 minutes off the clock, and they get the ball to start the second half, too. So this is a key drive here for them.
Warriors with a 2nd down and 8 at the 22. Buckholz will keep it. Breaks a tackle in the backfield as he's coming around the near side. Gets across the 25 and brought down at the 27. This will bring up a 3rd down and short. Crandon Dwyer checking in for Lakeside Lutheran. So he'll be one of the 2 running backs in the backfield along with Caden Boo. Boo flanking Buckholz to his right. Dwyer to his left, receiver to each side of the formation. Fake the handoff to Boo. Buckholz takes it ahead, lowers his shoulder into a pair of defenders, gets across the 35, and picks up the 1st down for Lakeside Lutheran.
Sam Horkin with a tackle there in the secondary. Yet to see a pass from Lakeside now. That's 16 straight runs.
There's no need to pass, especially when you have Levi Buckholz, who coming into tonight averages 9 yards a carry as a quarterback.
As they say, if it ain't broke, go fix it. Just keep it going.
Oh, another fake to Boo. Buckholz will hang on to it. This time he only picks up a couple as he tried to wrap around that left side. Near the 40, it was Buckholz.
And the second key for Lake Mills was stop the run. A lot easier said than done.
Yeah, it's almost contain the run and hope that you can just get enough stops at the right time if you're Lake Mills to try and force a punt or force the Warriors to have to pass. 2nd down and 7 after a pickup of 3. Buckholz hands off to Boo. Boo met at the line of scrimmage and ripped down. Derek Bruce there on the tackle. Alongside number 1, Matthew Stenbroten, the outside linebacker there on the stop. They will give Boo a yard. Make it 3rd down and 5 at the 40. So some easy math, Dennis. First down marker at the 45.
Okay, there you go.
Every now and again I can do a little bit of easy math. Burkholz in the pistol. 2 running backs in his backfield. Fakes the handoff
nice
to
tackle.
Boo, and he is brought down as Burkholz wanted to keep it, but Stenbroten there on the stop.
First run for minus yardage tonight for Lakeside.
And we're down to 6 minutes left in this first half. 18 minutes of game time, and we've finally seen the first run for negative yards for Lakeside Lutheran. It's a 4th down and 8. And Lakeside Lutheran is lining up with Burkholz in the pistol, but deep is Lauber, so they will actually go. It looks like they're lining up for a punt, and they were going with a little bit of a fake potentially, but then Lauber, high spiraling kick. Thiede will take it, but he is hit right away, brought down, lost a couple of yards, did Thiede, as he was hit by Cole Lostetter.
Wow, that's a tackle.
The 6'1" junior sprinting down the field. And they will give some forward progress, though, so it'll be just past the 25 to the 27 for Lake Mills. 5:20 left to go in the half. 7-0 our score. Lake Mills was able to move the ball on their second drive before an untimely holding penalty on a screen backed them up. Belling in the pistol, trips to his right, single receiver to the left. Wipes his hands on his thighs, gets the thigh-high snap. Sprint out to the right. Now he stops, fires deep down the field. He has a man wide open at the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, L-Cats. Tristan Thiede to the house. Huge play, Dennis, for the Lake Mills L-Cats.
Did he see that breakaway speed, that kickoff return for a touchdown earlier in the year? He came in, though, averaging just 8.7 yards a catch. He had 9 catches for 78 yards coming in. And that is a 73-yard pass play. He almost matched his season yardage in 1 reception. Big play.
Belling to Thiede for 73 yards. And LeVaque's kick is good. We're tied at 7 apiece. 5:09 left to go in the first half of action here in the Slider Bowl. We're going to take a short break as you are listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Electrolyte is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electrolyte is the drink for you. Electrolyte, total hydration for every occasion.
Football season is back, and to celebrate, Metro Kia of Madison is giving you a 4K Smart TV with the purchase of a new vehicle. Get a 2023 Kia Soul with 3.49% APR financing for 48 months. $22.35 per 1,000 borrowed to qualified credit.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
A 73-yard touchdown pass from Caden Belling to to Tristan Thiede. Looked at the wrong number on my spotting board there, Dennis. Tristan Thiede, the huge play, ties the game up at 7 apiece with 5:09 left to go.
That was a little sprint on the right sideline.
Boo dropped the kickoff that was close to the goal line, and it rolls into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Again, in high school, if the ball goes into the end zone or you're in the end zone when you touch the ball on a kickoff, it is a touchback automatically.
And that was just basically a fly pattern. Go long.
It was.
Just go long. And he hit him right in the stride. Perfect.
Yeah, that was a great
throw.
pass. We've seen some overthrown passes from Belling, but not that time on the 73-yard bomb. 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Warriors. Burkholz again in the pistol. Gets the waist-high snap, hands it off up the middle for Boo. And Boo now maybe gets a yard just past the line of scrimmage. The L-Cats defense looks like they have a little bit more pep in their step after that huge touchdown pass.
Yeah, they're loading the box here because they know that Lakeside just wants to run the ball all night. So the whole thing is just get a hat on a hat and just assignment football here. Don't do anything. Don't try to help out. Just take your man, do what you have to do, and stuff them.
Well, and you might as well load the box if you're the L-Cats, considering the Lakeside Lutherans only thrown the ball just over 50 times this season so far. Burkholz keeps it. He's got a hole up the middle. He's hit at the 35 and brought down across the 40. Huge run for Levi Burkholz. Faked that handoff up the middle, took it behind his right guard that time, Thomas Dwyer, and had a bunch of running room across the 40 down to the 41. It's now 1st and 10 Warriors.
Picked up 20 on that one.
4 minutes left to go here in the first half. We're tied up at 7 apiece. Burkholz again in the pistol. Shuffles his feet a little bit, licks his left hand, gets the snap, fakes that handoff again to Boo, and then takes it across the left side. Burkholz brought down close to the 45.
He's taking some good shots there. He got stood right up and spun around on that one.
But Burkholz at 6'3", 182 pounds. Definitely a big body type of quarterback that can take a lot of those hits. Inside 3:30 now left. 2nd down and 7 at the 44.
He's got 57 yards of rushing already here in the first half.
Burkholz again in the pistol. Scans the defense. Gets a snap. Hands it off to Boo up the middle. Boo chugs forward close to the 50. And they'll mark him down right at the 50. This is going to bring up a 3rd down and maybe a half a yard. And Dennis, I'm going to guess Lakeside Lutheran, they're going to run the ball here on 3rd down in a couple of inches.
Oh, you think? What do you? Yeah, why not?
Might be the most obvious thing that we see here tonight.
Call tonight.
Burkholz under center. 3 running backs in the backfield and just straight ahead. Burkholz takes it, keeps the legs moving, and they'll give him the pickup of about 2, and it'll be enough for a 1st and 10 Warriors. Now we're down to 2:33 as the clock stops until those chains are set. So now the clock moves inside 2:30. And that's the problem, though, now, Dennis, we're looking at for Lakeside Lutheran. They keep moving the ball down the field, and they're getting those first downs, but they're at the 48-yard line with about 2 minutes left when they snap this ball.
Yeah.
And they've got 48 yards to have to go on 1st down and 10.
Yeah, both teams with each have 3 timeouts remaining, so they can navigate it here a little bit. But when you want to run the ball, that'll eat up a lot of time, as we saw in that first drive.
Burkholz gets a chin-high snap, keeps it again over to the left side. Burkholz cuts upfield, hit at the 44 and brought down at the 45. Pickup of 2 down to the 46. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. And now 1:30 left. Again, Lakeside Lutheran has yet to use any of their Electroelite timeouts. We've got 90 seconds left to go in the half. Burkholz in the pistol, 2 receivers to his left, 2 running backs in the backfield. Nobody to the right. Burkholz gets the snap, hands it off to Boo. Boo breaking tackles inside the 40, close to a 1st down. And they'll give him the 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37. And we have a whistle and our first Electroelite timeout of the game for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. as Electrolyte is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electrolyte is the drink for you. Made with glucose as a natural sweetener, Electrolyte uses that glucose in order to provide immediate recovery and is packed with more electrolytes than leading hydration drinks. Electrolyte is scientifically formulated to allow immediate absorption of essential minerals. Electrolyte, total hydration for every occasion. 1:16 left to go in the first half. 7-7 our score. And Dennis, is there any chance that we see Lakeside Lutheran throw the ball as they have a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line?
Yeah, as we get inside, I think they might have to here. Burkholz hasn't attempted a field goal. He's done everything else for him. But I think they want to punch this one in here. So they might have to so far. 13, 19, 25, 26 straight carries. No passes.
26 straight runs for the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran. 1st and 10 at the 38. Burkholz is going to keep it on the fake. He has some running room across the 30, 25, 10. Hit at the 5, dives for the end zone.
Got it.
Touchdown, Warriors. Huge run for Levi Burkholz. He kept it on the option, got to the outside, to the sideline, dove for the end zone, and scores the touchdown with 1:08 left to go in the first half.
Well, that answers that question. Don't worry about the pass.
And that's what I get for trying to even just think about bringing up the pass with this Lakeside Lutheran offense.
That puts him at 98 yards on the first half. And Boo's got 88, so 186 yards rushing and no yards passing. More importantly, with the extra point here, it's 14 points on the scoreboard.
Extra point is no good. They're going to say wide right that time. So we'll stay at a 13-7 score with 1:08 left to go here in the first half of action. Coming up at halftime will be the Great Dane halftime show, as the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994, with 4 locations in the Madison area. It's easy to enjoy, one of Madison's favorite traditions. You can visit thegreatdanepub.com to find a location near you. And Dennis finally ate there, had some cheese curds. Honestly, one of the best cheese curds that I've ever had. Excellent ranch with them, which my wife tells me is the key to really good cheese curds. Loved the ranch there. Was there for the Great Dane huddle driven by Metro Kia just the other week when we had the Don, Barry Alvarez, there.
Oh, yes.
Finally got to meet him. First time I ever had an interaction with him. Absolutely amazing. You can see that whole interview and get that whole show over at WisconsinOnDemand.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the 10
Feedy gets the kickoff at the 10. He has an angle, and he is off to the races across the midfield, and then finally shoved out of bounds inside the 30.
Looked like he picked it up about the 9-yard line.
Tristan Feedy making his presence felt in the first half. A 73-yard touchdown reception, and then a huge kickoff return from his own 9-yard line all the way down to the 26. So we 1st and 10 at the 26, 55 seconds left in the first half. So the Lake Mills L-Cats a chance to, if not tie, even take the lead because of the missed extra point. Warriors only lead 13-7.
65 yards on a kickoff return. Burkholz, the kicker, actually knocked him.
Belling, quick pass to the near side, breaks a tackle into the end zone is Kerrigan. Touchdown, L-Cats. No flags on the field. With 47 seconds, we've got a tied game.
What happened here? 2 plays, 91 yards. Kickoff return in the pass. Well, now we see why the teams have averaged over 36 points a game each. Now the big plays are starting to come out here. It was a defensive struggle here for a little over a quarter and a half, and Now the offenses are saying, no, let's put some points up for the fans. And we get a flag.
And now a flag. There's some pre-snap movement on Lake Mills before the kick. This will back it up. So backs him up a couple. Now LeVake will be kicking from the 15. He has hit field goals from inside this distance, and that is straight through the uprights and good. So it's a lead now for the L-Cats, 14-13 with 47 seconds left to go in this first half. Dennis, we were just thinking 13-7, maybe Lake Mills could maybe do something to try and get into field goal range at least, but that huge kick return from Tristan Thiede gets them into scoring range. In the very next play, Liam Kerrigan gets the 28-yard touchdown pass. And Lake Mills all of a sudden has the lead.
2 plays from scrimmage. And that's 99 yards. 2 long pass plays. And now we see Belling, they've been effective all year passing and running the ball, averaging almost 210 yards rushing and 203 yards passing a game. But for Belling now, we came into the game with 13 touchdowns, 15 now, and it puts him up close to 1,500 yards passing.
And Belling on that touchdown pass now, like you said, 15 touchdown passes on the season. Last year he had 22, so definitely a chance for him to get past that 22 touchdown season he had a year ago for the L-Cats.
Yeah, Kerrigan came in with the lead as the leading receiver with 22 catches and 299 yards. That's his 6th touchdown of the season.
And LeVake's kick end over end. Boo's going to take it at his own 4. Boo straight ahead across the 10, 15, 20. Hit just past the 20 and brought down close to the 25. So 41.3 seconds to go to be exact, Dennis. Any chance we finally see a pass from the Warriors?
I'm not sure. Might have a couple of runs and then just call it a day. I don't know if they trust. Some coaches will say only bad things can happen when you put the ball in the air, and that's usually coaches that like to run the football say that. So we'll
I think it was Darrell Royal, the old Texas Longhorns coach, used to say there's 3 things that can happen when you pass. 2 of them are bad.
Yes.
1st and 10 at the 25. 41 seconds left to go. Burkholz in the pistol. Gets the snap. He's going to fake the handoff to Boo. Tries to take it to the near side. Makes a man miss. Makes another miss across the 30 and brought down at the 32. And the clock never started running.
Yeah.
So,
oops. Now it's running.
Yeah, the clock operators here next to us, it looks like they signaled that there should have been about 5-second runoff there. So we're down to 29 seconds now. And the referee stops the play now to have a conversation with one of the other officials. I would assume this has to do with the clock. Now the officials head over to the sideline to talk to head coach Paul Bauer. His 22nd season here at Lakeside Lutheran, looking to get his 142nd win on the season. Or not on the season, excuse me, in his career. So now they have it figured out inside 20 seconds left. Handoff to Boo. Boo goes straight ahead. He fumbles the ball. There's a scrum for it. Lake Mills says they have it, and they do. At the 35-yard line, 12 seconds left to go in the half. And the Lake Mills L-Cats, chance to maybe put some more points on the board before halftime.
Looked like Tristan Thiede, number 6, came up with that loose ball.
Tristan Thiede becoming a very quick candidate, Dennis, to be the one to pound the stone for the L-Cats after the game.
12.6 seconds left, 35 yards to go. They can do it.
And that pound the stone, that's one of their mottos on the season for the L-Cats. They came out onto the field with a sledgehammer, and then after the game, instead of doing a game ball, one player gets chosen to pound the stone and literally break stones with a sledgehammer. We do have another Electrolyte timeout with 12.6 seconds left to go in the first half. Again, the L-Cats leading the Warriors 14-3. Coming up at halftime, we'll hear from the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. This week, Gwen Krall, a volleyball player. UW Credit Union's online and mobile banking goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. Explore innovative and intuitive ways to manage your money anytime, anywhere. UW Credit Union's in-house team of engineers and developers create digital banking solutions designed for you. Learn more at uwcu.org. So, Dennis, I'm going to just take a guess that the L-Cats probably going to try and take a look at getting the ball into the hands of Tristan Feedy.
I'd say that's a pretty good guess.
Yeah,
and they scored in 8 seconds on that last drive. So,
well, and that was only 8 seconds because of Liam Kerrigan needing to run 28 yards to get into the end zone. Empty backfield for Belling. Belling fires quickly to the far side. He's got Stone Burton. He's down the sideline across the 20 and then finally shoved out of bounds near the 15. Stenbroten picks up a first down. 5.3 seconds now left. Be 1st and 10 for the L-Cats. And with 5.3 left, they're going to bring out the kicking unit. Mason LeVake will be on to kick this field goal. Ball spotted on the far hash mark.
Should be about a 33-yarder here.
Maybe 32 and a half, Dennis, just because I can't agree with you all the time. I know you're the dean of area high school sports. But
well, it's usually 7 plus the 10 for the and they're going to call a timeout instead.
Lake Mills will call a timeout to potentially ice their own kicker, Mason LeVake. And I think there was, joking aside on that, it looked like maybe they were going to get called for a delay of game. We're a little slow to get that special teams unit out, wanted to see how much time was left on the clock before they made a decision. So 5 seconds left to go on the clock. 14-13 our score. The L-Cats on top of the Warriors here in the Slider Bowl. This will be about a 32-yard field goal attempt.
Beautiful fall night here.
Mason LeVake, and it is a perfect fall night. Dennis, I'm not a big fan of the early season games. I love high school football, but I don't like those mid-August games when it's 80, 90 degrees out and it's almost sunny the entire time. I absolutely love this type of fall weather finally. LeVake on for the kick. Side-winding kick, but it goes through the uprights and is good. 17-13 our score now. The Lake Mills L-Cats scoring twice here in this second quarter. Three times, yep. I had one marked in the first quarter on accident there, Dennis. But it's a 33-yard field goal for the L-Cats. As LeVake now, he's 2 for 3 on the season for field goal attempts. So 1.4 seconds left on that clock. Probably going to see a squib kick here from LeVake. Let that clock run out and head into the locker room with a 4-point lead for the L-Cats.
They've just scored 10 points in 19.2 seconds. And the first touchdown was an 11, so in just over a half a minute, they've scored all 17 of their points.
And the squib kick taken in by the Warriors.
And the clock did not start.
And the clock never ran. Lake Mills pointing over at the clock.
Well, until it was touched by the defense, but he was down.
Yeah, he had his knee down. That was number 72, Thomas Dwyer, was the one that took in that kick. So his knee was down, and they're going to say wind the clock and send it into the locker room. So at the half, 17-13 our score. The L-Cats on top of the Warriors. And Dennis, just real quick, I mean, I think if we look back at your keys to victory for both teams, one of the things that's going to pop up is that turnover battle.
Yeah, turnover battle for Lake Mills. They're winning it so far. They got the fumble and winning first down on offense. Well, when you go 73 yards on first down, touchdown, 19 yards, first down, and then set up a field goal, it doesn't get much better than that.
And 28 yards for that touchdown. That was a first down pass.
First down pass. That's 26. That's correct, after the long kickoff. So, yeah, they're winning the first down, I'd say.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well on first down, are the Lake Mills L-Cats. Again, 17-13 our score at the half. Lake Mills on top of Lakeside Lutheran in the Slider Bowl. We're going to send it back to the Park Bank ESPN Madison studios to Alex Gravatt. He's going to have some scores from around the area for you at the half. Again, 17-13 our score. Lake Mills on top of Lakeside Lutheran. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey Wisconsin, it's Jonathan Taylor, pro running back and UW Credit Union member. Now that I'm always on the road, I need mobile banking that can keep up. That's why I use the UW Credit Union app. It lets me pay bills, send money to friends, and check my credit score. Whether I'm in Indianapolis or Ixonia, Jersey or Janesville, Miami or Milwaukee, get mobile banking that gets you with UW Credit Union. Join today at uwcu.org.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Broadhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Hey, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity aren't just a tagline to us, it's our promise to you. We're a fiduciary, meaning that we operate solely in our clients' best interests. And because we're fee-based, those interests are aligned with our clients. Using our comprehensive approach, we help you achieve your goals when it comes to your wealth management. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with us today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Electrolyte is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electrolyte is the drink for you. As a natural sweetener, Electrolyte uses glucose in order to provide immediate recovery and is packed with more electrolytes than the leading hydration drinks. Electrolyte is scientifically formulated to allow immediate absorption of essential minerals. Electrolyte, total hydration for every occasion.
Is your computer so slow you can hardly use it? Does it have blue screens, malware, viruses, reboots, hardware crashes? Sound familiar? Computers will have problems, and when they do, you need the computer experts at Madison Computer Works. Every day we help home users and businesses keep their computers and networks running smoothly. For solutions to your computer problems, call the pros at 231-8000, and we'll turn this into this. Madison Computer Works. Computers that work for you.
In a land carved by glaciers and shaped by champions, Trapper's Turn is a specialty golfing experience. 27 holes designed by two-time U.S. Open champion Andy North present an enjoyable challenge at any level. Nestled between beautiful pines, the 12 North Par 3 course offers the ultimate in golfing fun. Refuel and unwind with year-round dining in the heart of the picturesque Dells. Golf time is precious. Spend it somewhere beautiful. Trapper's Turn. Book your tee time at trappersturn.com.
Dr. Schwab is a board-certified general surgeon who can help with many simple and outpatient procedures to alleviate varicose and spider veins. Visit StoughtonHealth.com to learn more. StoughtonHealth.com. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Hey, it's Wisconsin football's Keanu Benton.
He's going to be sacked at the logo at the middle of the field.
Catch me on Rutledge and Hamilton every Wednesday at 2:30 on 100.5 ESPN.
I'm Alex Gravatt. This is your Great Dane Halftime. PrepMania is brought to you by Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company. Always fun, always family friendly. And with 4 locations in the Madison area, it's never been easier to enjoy one of Madison's favorite traditions for lunch or dinner today. Visit GreatDanePub.com to find the nearest location to you, east side, downtown Fitchburg, or Hilldale. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994. And as we look across the area, we've got some good games. Obviously, none better than Lake Mills at Lakeside Lutheran tonight, as that is 21-13. 21-13. But looking across at the Capital Conference, we've got scores from everyone. Columbus, with just a few seconds left, scores again. So now it's 14-7 against Lodi. My apologies, 17-13 for Lake Mills at Lakeside Lutheran. Columbus is up 14-7 after the first play of the game for Lodi went the full 80 yards, and they have not scored since that first one. Then we've got Bigfoot at New Glarus on the 26th. The school board announced that New Glarus and Monticello would no longer be a union co-op for the two schools, and so they're playing for something this week. That's going to go into effect in a few years, but New Glarus is winning 12-0. Beloit Turner at Edgewood. Edgewood is handling that well, 14-0. And then as we turn to the Big 8, Madison La Follette versus Verona. That was yesterday. Verona scored 42 to Madison La Follette's 0. We do not have a score from Janesville Craig at Madison East. If you're at that game, if you know somebody at that game, feel free to call us or text us 844-770-3776. And as always, you can tweet at us at ESPN Madison. Madison West is at Madison Memorial. Madison Memorial's rolling 14-0 right now. And Middleton visiting Janesville Parker 22-6. Badger Large, we've got Milton at number 2 Sun Prairie. It is Sun Prairie East's homecoming game. So if you have a score for that game, that's another one we're looking for. Please call us, text us, tweet us 844-770-3776. Then we turn from number 2 to number 1 is Waunakee. The Waunakee Warriors are hosting Oregon. It is Waunakee's homecoming, and they are just rolling with it. 27-0 was the last report. It was around halftime. And then Sun Prairie West at Beaver Dam. Sun Prairie West, last we saw it before halftime, was 7-0. Shout out ESPN Beaver Dam and the Daily Dodge for having that game for us. In the Badger Small, a great game between Portage and Stoughton with just 15 seconds left. Portage scores to make it 12-7 against Stoughton. Then we turn to Badger crossover game. This is one that our good friend Dennis Semrau mentioned to us earlier. That is 19 for Mount Horeb Barneveld to Watertown's 0. There was a blocked point after attempt and then a failed 2-point conversion, which is seeming to be a trend across the area lately. And then in the Rock Valley, the number 1 school in Division III football, Monroe Cheesemakers, making sure you know they're number 1. They scored 34 points to Edgerton's 0, and there's just under a minute left in that game, so I'm sure pretty shortly in the second half we will be hitting that rolling clock. And remember, you can watch our game, Lake Mills at Lakeside Lutheran. Lake Mills winning 17-13. You can watch that game on Wisconsin On Demand. We've got it streaming live and free for all, or you can stay tuned right here to 100.5 and watch and listen to our great duo, Hunter Vaughn and the Dean of Area High School, Dennis Semrau. That scoreboard update is brought to you by Stoughton Health. Nobody plans on getting injured, but when you do, you need to get back on track. Stoughton Health has rehab locations in Stoughton and Oregon, so it's convenient for your recovery. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together. You are listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation PrepMania right here on 100.5, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Electrolyte is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electrolyte is the drink for you. Electrolyte, total hydration for every occasion.
You're listening to PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison. The local team at Nations Lending believes that everyone has a right to home ownership, especially our educators and school staff. Jesse Nelson here. Another reason I'm proud to have worked with Nations Lending for my home loan is that they're now offering a $500 appraisal credit to any school district employee in Wisconsin. $500 toward an appraisal for any school district employee in the state. Go to nationslendingmadison.com to get started today. Nations Lending, home loans made human. Corporate NMLS unique identifier 32416 to verify mortgage company or individual license. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Nations Lending is an equal housing lender.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
I was rolling my rig on a Crescent City run with my hands on the wheel looking into the sun. With a flash, I became temporarily blind by a plate glass truck I was tailing behind. Next thing I know, I'm in the side of a ditch with a bent rear wheel and a broken off hitch. But I was hauling again in just a short while, cause Truckstar Collision is on my speed dial. Do you operate a fleet, whether it's heavy-duty 18-wheelers or medium-duty delivery vans? And does vehicle downtime make you cringe? Time is money, and a fleet vehicle on the sideline hurts because you need your fleet to be up and running 100% of the time. If one of your heavy or medium-duty fleet vehicles is out of commission, Truckstar Collision Center in Deerfield will get it back on the road quickly. Since Truckstar is a full-service facility, the complete repair is done in-house, saving you time and money. And remember, they're able to repair both heavy and medium-duty vehicles. Truckstar Collision Center, minutes off I-94 in Deerfield. Call 888-400-1002 or log on to truckstarcollision.com.
Total Athlete Performance is an elite performance facility with a staff that trains 10-plus teams and organizations in and around the Madison area year-round. This summer, TAP is home to 200-plus committed athletes ranging from youth to professional ranks. These athletes train speed on the only shred mill in Wisconsin. TAP teaches the importance of training smart, maximizing recovery, and working out with intent. Visit TAPWisconsin.com to sign up for your free athlete assessment and find the training options that fits your goals at Total Athlete Performance.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
We're on the Packers.
Outside of Rodgers, the 2 best players on the field are Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
You have to rely on this running game.
Nobody covers the green and gold like 100.5 ESPN.
Rolling back into Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Alex Gravatt in the Park Bank ESPN Madison studios alongside my main man, Colin Russo. We have a Student Athlete of the Week, UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week to be exact, and UW Credit Union's online and mobile banking goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. Explore innovative and intuitive ways to manage your money anytime, anywhere. UW's in-house team of engineers and developers create digital banking solutions for you. Learn more at uwcu.edu cheesemakers.org. Before we get there, I do want to make one last statement. Monroe Cheesemakers scored again with less than a minute to go, so that score is now 40-0. Here is UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Gwen Kroll.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Gwen Kroll from McFarland High School.
Yeah.
Welcome, Gwen. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. What's it like to be a student athlete at McFarland High School?
It's really fun. In McFarland, we really get into a lot of school spirit stuff. And recently, our football team has been really helping with the volleyball team, and we all just kind of support each other. So it's really fun to be an athlete at McFarland.
Now, what was the first sport you remember playing?
First sport I remember playing is soccer, probably when I was in about kindergarten, and it was not pretty. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's sort of like t-ball. A lot of people
Oh,
running
yeah,
around
yeah.
in circles and
Yep.
having fun. But volleyball, you gravitated toward.
Mhm.
What's the first experience you remember there, and who's had the biggest influence on that for you?
Yeah, the first experience I remember is actually at a Badger volleyball camp when I was really young, and I think it was just a skills camp. I was just learning how to pass. But what inspired me to really play volleyball is my mom, who actually did play for the Badgers as well, because she was just in a phenomenal middle, and I always kind of looked up to her just growing up. So, yeah, I'd say she really inspired me to play volleyball.
So you get the height from mom and dad?
Oh, yeah. My mom's 5'11", my dad's 6'5", so I'm right in the middle of them.
And now Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come into play that you ended up heading over that way now, starting this winter?
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I've always kind of talked to Bowling Green since I was about a sophomore or junior, and I went to a camp actually going into my junior year, and I just immediately fell in love with the campus and the players and the coaches. And so I really had a great relationship with them, and then I actually ended up committing in April. So, yeah.
Now, I've interviewed a number of athletes like the Nelson brothers at Stoughton who decided to play football and left in January, graduated early. But I don't see a lot of female athletes that have done that now. You mentioned in a phone interview that Bowling Green, that's something that they encourage?
Yeah, so they really like to get their players out there early just so maybe they can have an easier transition with fall season, and becoming an athlete earlier can really help just start off your freshman year with a bang. And so I'm really excited to get there in the spring and start training with the team and just see how I fit in there.
So what did that do from an academic standpoint? Braylon Allen recommitted a whole year from a Badger football player. What were the steps like for you? When did you make that decision? And then what did you have to do so you could make this happen, that you'd be able to graduate in December?
Yeah, so I made this decision when I committed, and then I've just worked a lot with my counselors, and I've fixed my schedule so I have the right amount of credits. And so I'm doing a full load my senior year, which isn't very common, but it's good enough for me because I just want to get down there really early and start playing volleyball.
Right, and now to get to play with your sister and to go to state for the first time in the league in 20 years.
Right.
We've finally been there. What was that whole experience like?
It was absolutely amazing. We knew we were going to be pretty good my freshman year, but we didn't know we were going to be state level good. And so when we won the sectional final, I think we were like, oh my gosh, we made it this far. This is crazy, because we literally hadn't gone in 20 years. So no one really knew what to do, but after the first year, it kind of became an expectation to go to state. So then the past 2 years, obviously, we've been to state, and now this year, we're still looking at state. I think it's still a realistic goal for us.
Safe to say the bar has been raised.
Yes, very much so, very much so.
Well, our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Gwen Kroll from McFarland High School. Congrats, have a great senior year.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with Hunter Vaughn in the second half in just a second after this. This is 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
Living with diabetes? Support is just around the corner. Join Stoughton Health the second Monday of each month at 6 p.m. for our diabetes support group. Whether newly diagnosed or a longtime diabetic, our support group can help in your diabetes management. You'll gain peer support and learn about healthy lifestyle habits. This free support group is for families and adults over 18, and family members and caregivers are encouraged to attend. To join, visit stoughtonhealth.com, then click Classes and Events. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Welcome back to the second half of action as the kickoff is a line drive from LeVake, taken in by Boo on the near side. Boo across the 20-25, hit at the 30, goes right over his defender just across the 30. And there's Liam Kerrigan there on the stop for the L-Cats. Again, 17-13 our score.
That was an old nutcracker drill. A running back with a ball and a defender going boom, head-to-head. Crunch. You could hear it up here.
1st and 10 at the 33. Ball will be spotted on the near hash mark. Again, going from left to right on your 100.5 ESPN radio dials.
Evenly matched first half. 196 yards offense for Lakeside Lutheran. 194 for Lake Mills.
Burkholz in the pistol, trips to his left, single receiver to the right. Boo, the running back, to his left, fakes the handoff to Boo, wants to go straight ahead, but he's met in the backfield by a trio of L-Cats. Darren Phillips, one of the linemen there.
A pack of cats, or herd of cats.
A clouder of cats.
I like our herd.
But that's not the right word,
Well,
Dennis. You're the writer. You should care about that.
Herding cats. It's like herding cats. So that's where I get it from. I know it's a clouder.
I guess.
I like herd better.
I don't
Because
agree.
I got 3 at home, and they are a herd. Trust me.
2nd down and 9 at the 34. Burkholz, again, fakes the handoff, wanted to pitch, but then keeps it himself. Goes straight ahead, close to the 35 again. And he's going to be pushed backwards. They'll give him a half a yard. Bring up a 3rd down and 8 at the 35. 11 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
All the yards first half for Lakeside were rushing. At halftime, Burkholz had 16 carries for 104 yards, and it was 13 for 92 for Boo. But coming out of here, Lake Mills determined to stuff that run game here. Just 2 yards in the first 2 carries here in the second half.
Warriors go with a 4-receiver set, trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Burkholz in the pistol, gets the waist-high snap, looks to the near side, throws for the first time, has the completion to Lauber, enough for the first down, and across the 45.
Oh my God, a pass!
That's the first pass of the game for Lakeside Lutheran, and we've got 10:25 left to go in the first half. You would have thought they scored a touchdown by our reaction, Dennis.
The over-under was somewhere in the 3rd quarter, and that's what it was. So,
well, they attempted 7 passes last week in that win against Beloit Turner. Levi Burkholz was 3 of 7 for 58 yards, completed his first pass of the day, and it's a 1st and 10 at their own 45. Burkholz pitches it out to the far side to Milsna. Milsna strung out, brought down close to the out-of-bounds marker on the far side. They'll say his knee went down out of bounds. That keeps the clock running, and a loss of 2 on first down to bring up a 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, strung that out very well. Good L-Cat defense. Little history there. They were once known as the Hellcats. Somebody didn't like hell, so they shortened it to L-Cats, and loved the logo.
Similar to Tampa Bay being the Devil Rays and then switched to the Rays.
Yep.
2nd down and 12 for the Warriors on their own 43. Back to that 2 running back backfield. Play action pass. Burkholz is going to rainbow a pass down the far side or near sideline. And is that intercepted? It is. Wanted his tight end, Josh Jorgensen.
Uh-oh.
And there's an injury on the field. Wanted a jump ball on the near sideline for Josh Jorgensen. That ball just a little underthrown from Levi Burkholz. Throws the interception with 9:01 left to go. As you're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Zimbrick Honda, for nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're looking for a new or used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or head to ZimbrickHonda.com to search inventory.
It was Brody Henderson on the interception there. Got up, walked off the field, but to sit out a play since they called timeout. Officials timeout on that one. So Lake Mills is winning the turnover battle now. They have a fumble recovery and an interception here in the game.
After that interception, 9:01 left to go. in the third quarter. Handoff to Buckholz. Buckholz turns upfield, gets across the 30, and is tripped up and brought down at the 32. So on first down, there'll be a pickup of 5 for the L-Cats, formerly known as the Hellcats. .8:30 left on the clock here in the third quarter. L-Cats lead by 4, 17-13 on the Warriors. Belling in the gun, deuces to each side of the formation. Single running back flanking him to the left is Buckholz. Buckholz gets the handoff to the far side, starts turning upfield. Buckholz brought down at the 35. They maybe give him a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 now at the 35. So the first down marker at the 37. Ball spotted on the far hash mark for the L-Cats as they go from right to left. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Belling gets the knee-eye snap, fires quickly to the near side. He has his man, Feedy. Feedy stopped at the 40. That'll be enough for the first down.
Burkholz with a tackle on the play.
So Burkholz, throwing that interception, makes a tackle on defense. Again, he does it all. He's handling the kicking duties for the Warriors. Quarterback also plays safety. And as you said, Dennis, probably even does some work with the water coolers as well. He's a do-it-all guy for the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran. 1st and 10 at the 40. Belling again will throw, pump fakes, looks down the near sideline. Rainbows a pass deep, and that's over the head and out of bounds, intended for Matthew Stenbroten. Incomplete. There on the coverage for Lakeside Lutheran. Levi Burkholz was coming over, as was Cooper Milsna. 2nd down and 10 inside 7 minutes remaining.
First half, Belling was 8 of 11 for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns. So now we've got him at 9 for 13 for 169. That's a very productive day. Only 25 yards rushing in the first half, though, for Lake Mills. A little unusual there, but they went big through the air, and we have a flag.
And it looks like this is going to be a false start. It is. False start against Lake Mills, so that'll back them up. Again, we've seen that a couple of times from this Lake Mills team where they've gotten some momentum going, and then all of a sudden a false start or a holding penalty ends up backing them up and stalling out their drives. They've had those big plays, but when it's come to sustained drives for Lake Mills, that's where they've kind of seen some issues.
Well, 2 touchdowns and a field goal in a span of about 31 seconds. But can't sustain that. Eventually, with that lead, they just want to be able to milk the clock here and punch one in and get a 2-score lead.
Belling to throw, screen to the far side. He has Buckholz. Buckholz breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, keeps moving forward. There's another flag down. Picked up 4 on the screen, did Buckholz. But it looks like this might be a holding penalty against Lake Mills to back them up even further.
Gained 5 on the play, but
and that is a penalty against Lake Mills.
In fact, a personal foul.
And coaching staff for Lakeside Lutheran still unhappy about something even after that penalty goes their way.
Yeah, it is. It's a personal foul penalty. Might have been a crackback block in there.
Yeah, and that's one of those blocks that 20 years ago they were more okay with in the game, but trying to protect players. 2nd down and 27 at their own 23-yard line. First down marker is at midfield for the L-Cats. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right for Belling. Screen to the near side. He has a completion to Feedy. Feedy breaks a tackle at the 25. moves forward down across the 30 at the 31. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 19 now for Lake Mills. Six minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Lake Mills leads 17-13 as this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. So on this 3rd down and 19, Belling will be in the gun. Waist high snap, drops back to pass. Looks right, now rolls out to the near side. Fires down the near sideline, has a man open, and it's knocked away. Cooper Milsna gets a hand on the pass. Incomplete. 4th down and 19 now for the L-Cats.
Looked like Milsna 12. Good job there. Just got it up there to deflect it. That would have been a big gain, but instead, force a punt.
Levesque on to punt. Standing near his own 15. High end over end kick. Bouncing at the 36 and out of bounds at the 35. Lakeside Lutheran coach there to point it out for the officials. Make sure they get the exact right spot. So with 5:37 left, it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 35. Stick around after the game for the Stoughton Trailers final haul, as big trailers and big opportunities at Stoughton Trailers. In their 60th year, Stoughton Trailers has built a lot of trailers and their customers want more. Join a winning team, immediate openings at higher new pay rates on both 1st and 2nd shift at their Broadhead, Evansville, and Stoughton locations. Big trailers and big opportunities are at Stoughton Trailers. 1st and 10 at the 35. Burkholz in the pistol again. He'll keep it on the near side and then stumbles down as he gets across the 40.
Time of the night we're a little dew. Grass is a little slick there. Still a good gain on 1st down.
Well, that was a move from Burkholz. He started like he wanted to cut to his left and then all of a sudden changed his mind, and the next thing he knew his feet were going left, but his upper body was trying to go to the right, and just kind of baseball slid down as he got past the 40. Pickup of 7 on 1st down, 2nd and 3 at the 42. Burkholz looks over to the near sideline, licking his left index and middle finger, and then wipes them off on his thigh. Brings his tight end into motion from the right side over to the left. Burkholz, chin high snap. He'll keep it on a fake handoff, spins away from a tackle at the 45, and brought down close to midfield at the 49. They'll give him that extra half yard, so it'll be right at the 50. 1st and 10 from the 50. 4:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Warriors trail the L-Cats 17-13.
Not as successful as last week with his 10 yards a carry, but he's averaging 6 yards a carry here tonight on 20 carries. Very good performance here for Burkholz.
Burkholz keeping that 2 running back formation from the pistol. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff to Boo, breaks the tackle in the backfield, cuts upfield across the 45 and brought down close to the 1st down marker at the 40.
Awful tough first contact. You cannot bring him down. He's whatever they're doing in practice to make sure, 1, you hang on to the football, and 2, you keep your feet moving, and he's able to pick up a lot of extra yards, 2nd effort yards. Another 10 on that one.
2nd effort gets them a 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of the L-Cats. Working from left to right are the Warriors. Ball's on the near hash mark. Burkholz in the pistol. Gets the snap again, hands it off for Boo. Boo dragging Feedy across the 35 and down to the 33.
Hear the boo, boo for Boo.
And this is the one time where the Boo Birds, they're a good thing for the Warriors.
He came in averaging almost 6 yards a carry, and you can see why. Good effort.
2nd and 4 after a gain of 6 at the 34. That same formation again for Burkholz. He licks his fingers, brings his hands up to his chest, waits for the snap, Gets the chest high snap, nearly fumbles it, hands it off to Boo. Boo again dragging defenders forward. Has enough for the first down to the 25, but there are flags on the play. And these came from the secondary.
Possible face mask.
Yeah, and there was about 4 defenders for the L-Cats there around Caden Boo. So that is a possibility, and it is a face mask penalty. So that'll move the line of scrimmage forward even more for the Warriors.
So pickup of 9 puts him over 100 yards rushing tonight. And that was out to the 25, and it looks like half the distance to the goal. So personal foul penalty should be 1st and 10 on the 12.
Yeah, since it was inside the 30. So 1st and 10 at the 12, 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Warriors trail the L-Cats 17-13. Official now starts the clock. Burke Holtz again in the pistol, a receiver to each side of the formation, 2 running backs in the backfield. Hand off to Boo yet again up the middle, and he keeps just pulling defenders forward as he was met in the backfield and then is brought down close to the 10-yard line there on the stop.
And that split back veer just, it's like Novocaine, just numbs you.
Second and 8 after a gain of 2. Ball's on the near hash mark as the Warriors go from left to right. Burke Holtz again in the pistol. He has those split backs again. Nearly loses the snap. Gets the handoff off, though, to Crandon Dwyer. And Dwyer is able to pick up a couple. And these handoffs between the tackles, Dennis, eventually Lakeside Lutheran might all of a sudden hit a counter or a sweep to the outside and catch this defense sleeping.
Dwyer's first carry of the night.
And Dwyer will stay in at running back as he flanks Burke Holtz to the right. Boo, the running back, to his left in this split veer. Burke Holtz again in the pistol, receiver to each side. Burke Holtz gets the waist-high snap. Fakes it to Boo, keeps it himself, goes up the middle, hit hard at the 5. And he's brought down at the 2. And they'll move it forward to the 1. So it'll be a 1st and goal now at the 1-yard line for Burke Holtz. We saw the first score of the game. Burke Holtz scored on a 2-yard QB keeper with 3 minutes left in that first quarter. We're seeing a similar drive here in the third quarter as we're down to inside a minute 20 left in the third. Burke Holtz under center. He'll keep it. Leans forward. No call yet. Still no call from the officials. And there it is. Touchdown, Warriors. And Lakeside Lutheran retakes the lead with a minute 3 left to go in the third quarter. A 1-yard touchdown run from Levi Burke Holtz. And Burke Holtz stays on for the extra point attempt. The snap, the ball spun, end over end kick goes right through the uprights and good. 20-17 our score. Lakeside Lutheran retakes the lead. We're going to step aside for a short break as you're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Electrolyte is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electrolyte is the drink for you. As a natural sweetener, Electrolyte uses glucose in order to provide immediate recovery and is packed with more electrolytes than the leading hydration drinks. Electrolyte is scientifically formulated to allow immediate absorption of essential minerals. Electrolyte, total hydration for every occasion.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
20-17 our score. The Lakeside Lutheran Warriors retake the lead. They had a 13-7 lead, but then we saw two scores back to back for the L-Cats for them to take the lead at the break. And now a squib kick. Don't want to give Thiede a chance, but the Lake Mills L-Cats, they get it at the 34 now. And it's falling on that one.
Looks like it's going to be very exciting fourth quarter here.
That's what we always want to see out of these rivalry games, Dennis, just the close nail-biters. It seems like no matter how good one team is, it's always a close game in these rivalries, as it's the Slider Bowl tonight. Belling hands off to Buckholz. Buckholz breaks free. He's across midfield, the 40, 30, one man to beat, 20,
gone.
10, 5, touchdown L-Cats.
Yeah, baby.
Ben Buckholz answers back with 48 seconds left in the third quarter. A huge touchdown run.
65 yards there. Just when we talked about, he got more yards on that carry than they've had coming into this possession, rushing the whole game. Well, we can see speed kills, and that one. And that was 48.7. What did we start out with? 9.7 seconds. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty fast, I'd say, Ben Buckholz is. The extra point is through the uprights and good. It's back to a 4-point lead now for the L-Cats, as Ben Buckholz takes it in from 65 yards out. And Dennis, we keep talking about it, these big plays for the L-Cats. That 65-yard touchdown from Buckholz. They also saw a 28-yard screen pass to Kerrigan and a 73-yard touchdown pass to Thiede. Oh, and by the way, Thiede also had a 68-yard kickoff return. It didn't go for a touchdown. But again, just huge plays for this L-Cats team.
All four of their scores are combined less than 40 seconds tonight of actual playing time. So the big plays, and again, that was stop the run, minimize big plays. Well, had stopped the run until that point, and that time they didn't stop the run and they did not minimize the big play. They've been able to run the football at Lakeside tonight and keep Lake Mills offense off the field, and you can see why they want to keep them off the field with those four quick scores.
LeVake on to kick, end over end kick. Boo will take it inside his 5. He's across the 10 up the middle. The 20, angles at the 25, and brought down close to the 30 by a pair of defenders. Kerrigan was there, along with that looked like number 19, Cole Lostetter for the, or excuse me, I was looking at the
no, that was
Lakeside Lutheran.
18, Rudabush.
Rudabush there.
Rudy.
You were telling me you saw Rudy on TV just a little while
Yeah,
ago. Always got to watch it.
It's leaving, I think it's been on Netflix, and I think it's leaving after this month.
Oh.
Well, it might have been last night.
Always the worst part of the streaming services when stuff leaves. Burkholz on first down. He'll keep it. Muscles ahead across the 30. They'll say a pickup of about 4. Inside 30 seconds now. Second down and 6 at 32. About 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. It looks like Lakeside Lutheran might try and let this one run out. It's going to be close. We're down to 15 now on second down. Now down to 10 left in the quarter. Burkholz gets set. Down to 5 now. Burkholz gets the snap, keeps it himself on the left side, and he is through, almost breaks a tackle at the 45, stumbles ahead, gets across midfield. Burkholz one tackle away from having a huge touchdown run of his own. but that will do it for the third quarter of action. Lake Mills leads Lakeside Lutheran 24-20 in the Slider Bowl. The winner gets some burgers from the American Legion here in Lake Mills. We're going to step aside before we get back for the fourth quarter of action. 24-20 our score. Lake Mills on top of Lakeside Lutheran here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda's Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The GRB Baseball Academy has established itself as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. At the GRB Baseball Academy, the green space and field is 27,000 square feet, and the facility overall is 52,000 square feet, all state-of-the-art. This spring, GRB is offering training where athletes can choose which days they want to train to fit their schedule and surround themselves with other highly motivated athletes. The GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
On the roster.
Second down and 7, and there's some movement before the snap. I saw some D linemen potentially jump over, but there's maybe some movement. Both sides saying that the other one moved first.
Oh, that was almost the definition of a team penalty. You can blame it on one guy. There were about 4 or 5 white jerseys that were over the line. And they get called for being offside. So
it is offsides on the L-Cats. So it was second down and 7 with that 5-yard penalty.
Got to give the quarterback credit on that one, not drawing him offsides. Must have been the cadence.
So the scoreboard said second down and 7, but they're only marking that as a 4-yard penalty. So it's second down and 3. Burkholz on second down, keeps it himself. And he'll fall forward, get enough for the first down across the 40, and is brought down at the 37. So it's first and 10, 10:30 left to go on the clock. Warriors trail the L-Cats by 4, 24-20. Burkholz in the pistol. He's got Milsna to his left with Dwyer to his right. Burkholz gets the chin-high snap, keeps it himself to the near side, and is brought down from behind by Feedy. And before we just before the end of the third quarter, Burkholz had a huge run that ended up getting tripped up at midfield. He was tripped up by the quarterback for Lake Mills, Caden Belling. So both quarterbacks making some big plays on both offense and defense tonight in this 4-point game. 2nd and 5. Burkholz again has the split backs. Licks his fingers on his right hand, now brings his hands up to his chest. Gets the chest high snap, hands it off to Milsna. Milsna gets inside the 30 before he's thrown backwards. Some of the fans here for Lakeside Lutheran wanting a flag to go for a late hit. They won't get one. That's a pickup of only 2, 3rd down and 3. Ball's at the 30. Burkholz getting the play call from head coach Paul Bauer.
22nd year.
The Warriors break the huddle inside 9 minutes left to go in the game. Burkholz in the pistol. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it to the near side, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and falls forward inside the 25.
Second effort got him that one again. Elusive, slippery. I don't know what you want to call him.
He's a little bit of everything, is Levi Burkholz. Coming into the night, just under 800 yards on the ground and 428 yards through the air for Burkholz. Also a very good basketball player. Last year for the Warriors averaged 22 points, 7 rebounds. That's why he's going to go and play basketball at the Citadel next year. On 1st down, handoff to Boo, who's back in. He keeps his legs moving. Turns what should have been a no gain into about a 3-yard gain. 8 minutes now left on the clock.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
And then we have a whistle. It looks like there's an equipment issue for the L-Cats. This is Ben Buckholz. Something going on with his face mask or his chin strap. And now he's all set. It was the upper chin strap on the right side of his helmet came undone. So
Lakeside averaging 289 yards rushing a game. 294 at this point. So
it's been a successful night on the ground.
Comes together.
Exactly.
Yes. Still a good part of the 4th quarter to go.
Burkholz gets a knee-high snap, fakes the handoff, now pitches it out for Milsna. Milsna gets strung out, though, and he's brought down for a huge loss on the play. Combination of J.P. Ruggie and Brody Henderson there on the stop. It's a loss of 3 on 2nd down to bring up a 3rd down and 10 now for the Warriors. Third and 10 at the 24. 7 minutes left to go in the game. Warriors trail the L-Cats by 4, 24-20.
9 straight running plays on this drive. Eating a lot of clock time, but you got to put it in the end zone.
Burkholz
still be short.
Again in the pistol.
Yep.
Fakes the handoff to Boo. He'll take it himself across the right side and is tripped up and brought down at the 20, but there's a flag in the backfield. Looks like this might be a holding penalty from where that flag was thrown. Waiting for the signal from the official, though. After that 3rd down run. There'll actually be a block in the back. So that'll back up the Warriors even further. So after that penalty now, it'll be a 3rd down and 17 at the 31 of the L-Cats for Lakeside Lutheran. It's 3rd and 17 at the 31. Warriors going from right to left on your radio dials. Ball's on the far hash mark. Burkholz will be in the pistol on 3rd down. Trips to his left, single receiver to the right. Milsna, the lone running back, to his right. Burkholz with his heels on the 35. Knee-high snap, fires quickly to the near side, and he has the completion. A man wide open, that's Lauber. Lauber into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Lauber nearly ran into Lostetter, was able to make the catch, and all of a sudden there was nobody there in the middle of the field.
But I think what happened is he cuts inside. Lostetter knocked the defender off, and all he had to do was catch it. He had a straight lane to the end zone, and you were not going to catch him. First touchdown pass of the game for Burkholz, his third of the season.
Lauber picks up his second touchdown on the year. Burkholz for the extra point, right through the uprights, and good. 27-24 our score. Lakeside Lutheran takes the lead with 6:09 left to go in this one. Canopy Wealth Management believes community is everything, and they are constantly working towards the betterment of our community. That's why they've partnered with Gilda's Club, the Madison Capitals, Kids from Wisconsin, and JDRF. At Canopy, their clients' financial goals are something they're constantly striving to help reach maximum potential, which is why they work solely in your best interest. You define your goals, and they work towards making them happen with their comprehensive financial planning. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today.
That was a 10-play, 72 yards on that drive.
6:09 left to go. Following that 31-yard touchdown pass to Trey Lauber.
6:31 time of the drive there. Ate up a lot of valuable time here. But as we've seen, Lake Mills, quick strike team.
End over end kick into the end zone, caught by Brody Henderson. That'll bring it out to the 20.
I come down to the last team with the ball here tonight. Right now, Lake Mills is going to get that opportunity to score the last touchdown, but
well, with the way Lake Mills has been scoring, with 6:09 left to
they
go
can
on the
score
clock,
2 or 3 more times.
I was going to say 6 or 7. We've seen a couple of 20-second drives out of them, or excuse me, actually 20-second plays really is what it should be. 27-24. Lakeside Lutheran on top of Lake Mills. Only 3 blocks separate these two schools. And they're battling it out in the Slider Bowl. First down, screen pass to the far side. That is complete to Stenbroten. Stenbroten fighting through tackles. Gets across the 25 and is brought down close to the 30. They'll give him enough for the first down, so a pickup of 11 on first down to the 31 with 6 minutes now left exactly. Elcats break the huddle on 1st and 10 at the 33. Elcats trail by 3. Belling out of the pistol. 4-receiver set. Handoff to Buckholz. Buckholz trying to break tackles. Able to get through 1 arm tackle and tripped up across the 35. Pickup of 4 on first down. Second down and 6 at the 37 now. Elcats okay with taking their time here on offense as they again break the huddle. 2nd and 6 at the 37. Ball's on the far hash mark as they go from left to right. 4-receiver set, 3 to the near side. Single receiver to the top of the formation. Quick fire to the near side to Feedy. Feedy across the 40, 45, midfield, and he is into Warriors territory. And another big gain from Tristan Feedy. Came into tonight with only 78 yards through the air and 1 touchdown reception. He had a 73-yard touchdown reception back in the second quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49. 4:30 left on the clock. Now they'll flip the formation, will Lake Mills. Belling in the pistol, 3 receivers to the top of the formation. Chin high snap, handoff to Buckholz. Buckholz goes straight ahead across the 40, breaking tackles, the 30, still going, and he's brought down at the 36-yard line.
They were able to shut him down in the first half. Buckholz just 6 carries for 25 yards, but we saw that 65-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. And now you can see just starting to wear down on a Lakeside team that has 7 players going both ways. They have to be getting tired out there.
Yeah, and that was something I was wondering about. You know, it's one thing when we talk about that early in the year, those August games, it's hot out. You know, you expect guys to get tired, but you don't think about that as much as it starts to cool off here as we're getting into October now. Handoff again to Buckholz. Buckholz breaking more tackles on the far sideline. He has enough for the first down, and he's spun down out of bounds at the 20. Huge gain for Ben Buckholz. 3:39 as he stepped out of bounds. First and 10, they'll say he went out at the 20. So it'll be a first down and 10 for Lake Mills.
5 plays in this drive, and they've gotten first downs on 4 of them. So you could say they're chewing them up a little bit here.
Yeah, probably a little bit. First and 10, trips
Oh,
to the right.
fumble.
There's a fumble on the snap. Belling is able to fall on it, but he's going to lose a couple of yards. And that looked like Belling just wasn't completely expecting the snap as it went right into his stomach and then fell right forward for him, but he was able to fall on it. 3:20 now as the clock is moving. They'll say a loss of 3, so it's 2nd and 13 at the 23 of the Warriors. Warriors lead the L-Cats 27-24.
If you're Lakeside, you might be thinking, well, if you're going to score, hurry up and do it so we get the ball back.
Chin high snap to Belling. Belling's going to keep it, but he's brought down for a loss on the play. In the backfield, number 72, Thomas Dwyer, the sophomore defensive end with the huge tackle, brings up a 3rd down and 15.
I believe that's the first sack of the game for either team. We've had a couple of negative plays on runs, but
3rd and 15 at the 25. 2:30 left in the game. 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Sprint out to the near side for Belling. Belling looking to throw, fires deep down the field. He's got Thiede in the end zone. It goes right through his hands. Incomplete on 3rd and 15. Tristan Thiede, for all of his big plays tonight, he's open in the end zone, the back corner, and the ball just goes right through his hands.
But I think how he got open is why he didn't catch it. He was trying to fend off the defender with his hands, and he couldn't quite get him up there. I think he was kind of off balance trying to get some separation, and the ball got there, but not able to pull it in. So now, where are we going to mark this?
A 41-yard field goal attempt coming up from LeVake. The ball is in between the hashes. The snap, end over end kick. It's got the distance.
It's good.
It's good. A 41-yard kick is good for Mason LeVake. 2:15 left to go on the clock. And we're tied up at 27 apiece. And Mason LeVake, he's 2 for 2 tonight. But Dennis, 2:15 left to go in the game. Lakeside Lutheran now is going to get the ball, and they've got all 3 of their electrolyte timeouts. Even for a team that's only thrown the ball, 4 times tonight?
3. And
3
actually,
times.
he hasn't thrown an incompletion yet.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Right, an interception and 2 completions.
Oh.
Right? I got you on that one.
I've
been waiting.
completely forgot about the interception.
I've been waiting for that one. Yeah, he's had a perfect night.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's throwing
Hey.
4 to the other team.
Hey,
but no,
the
but
ball's
only
never
one.
hit the ground.
That's right. That's all that matters. So, wow, we end up with a 41-yard field goal here, and incredible. Said it was going to hopefully go down to the end.
Burkholz back to receive this kick along with Bowie, but it'll be a line drive squib kick. Burkholz is going to pick it up at his own 15. He's going to take it straight ahead. Now angles to the near side, breaks the tackle, 35-40, and he's brought down. The ball's in the air, and then they're going to say he was down, but Burkholz is slow to get up. So there's no fumble. Burkholz getting helped up by his teammates. I think he fell on the ball.
Yeah, that happened earlier on an interception. Player landed and got the wind knocked out of him. Great field position to start out with, though.
Burkholz, he's going to stay in there. The trainers never went to look at him, so he can stay in there. But he's been kind of bending over a little bit. Looks like maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. But that huge return for Levi Burkholz. It's a 1st and 10 at the 44 now. 2:09 left on the clock. We're tied up at 27 apiece. Warriors go from right to left on your radio dials. Burkholz in the pistol. He's got Dwyer to his right, Bowie to his left. Fakes the handoff to Bowie, takes it to the left. Gets across the 45, spins down near midfield. A couple of L-Cats saying that there was a fumble, but the officials saying that Burkholz was down. He is down at the 49, so it'll be a 2nd down and 5. Second and 5 for Burkholz and the Warriors. Brings Jorgensen into motion from the left side over to the right. Goes with the hard count, shin high snap, handoff up the middle for Bowie. Bowie breaks the first line of defense and gets enough for the 1st down as he's brought down at the 45 of the L-Cats. Warriors now into Lake Mills territory. Lakeside Lutheran inside 90 seconds left to go to try and win this. After the L-Cats tied it up at 27 apiece. Still have all 3 of their Electroelite timeouts. That same split veer formation. Drop back to pass for Burkholz. Fires to the near side. He has a completion that's Lostetter. Lostetter shoved out of bounds at the 40. Pickup of 5 on 1st down.
That's as good as a run. It saves some time.
1:08 now left on the clock. 2nd and 5 at the 40. Lakeside Lutheran looking to try and win the Slider Bowl. Take down their rival only 3 blocks away in the Lake Mills L-Cats. It's 27 apiece with 1:08 left. Burkholz in the pistol. Fakes the handoff, takes it to the left, has some open running room, and is finally brought down close to the 30. That's a pickup of 10, and all he needed was 5 for the 1st down. That stops the clock, 1:04 now.
Ran right into Buckholz on that one, stood him up, but was too late to stop the 1st down.
And we have a timeout, an Electroelite timeout, with 1 minute left to go. Here in the game, we're tied up at 27 apiece. Electroelite is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electroelite is the drink for you. Made with glucose as a natural sweetener, Electroelite uses glucose in order to provide immediate recovery and is packed with more electrolytes than leading hydration drinks. Electroelite is scientifically formulated to allow immediate absorption of essential minerals. Electroelite, total hydration for every occasion. 60 seconds left to go here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. The Warriors and the L-Cats tied up at 27 apiece.
Big-time players make big-time plays when they need them. Right now, Burkholz has rushed for 193 yards, passed for 46, and we saw the long kickoff return which set this play up. He's made some plays on defense as well. So the ball is got to be in his hands down the stretch here for the final 60 seconds.
Burkholz in the pistol. Fakes the handoff to Bowie, now cuts back to the near side, breaks some tackles at the 20, still on his feet, inside the 20, and shoved out of bounds at the 15. 52 seconds now on the clock.
Yeah, he's running behind Christian Stibbs, Alex Bear on the left side, left tackle, left guard. And was it White and Hiller, the center? They're giving him some good space there. He's finding a crack and punching it in.
1st and 10 at the 15. 52 seconds left to go. Ball spotted on the near hash. Burkholz in the pistol. Takes the chin-high snap, fakes the handoff to Boo. Cuts upfield and is tripped up and brought down close to the 10-yard line. Now the clock will keep running. Now down to 40 seconds left.
Yeah, they want to be able to punch this one in right at the end. They give Lake Mills no time left.
30 seconds left. Same pistol formation. Milsna is now in at running back. Fake the handoff to Boo. Pitch out to Milsna to the far side. Tries to cut up field. There's a flag on the play. 3 of them fly. And maybe a pickup of 2. That'll stop the clock for now with 20 seconds left to go. We wait for the signal from the referee, and it is going to be a holding penalty. And 2, something we talked about at the beginning of the game to keep an eye out on now. After that holding penalty is going to back up Lakeside Lutheran. Levi Burkholz is going to be the one kicking any field goal attempts. After that hold, it'll be a 2nd down at the 20. So it'll be a 2nd and 15 at the 20, but we have an Electrolyte timeout, so we're going to take one along with them. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 27-27 our score, 20 seconds left to go, as this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda's Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Hi, this is Dave Kane. You're listening to Madison's Home of the Bucks, a good Karma brand radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX, Monona, Madison.
2nd down and 15, 20 seconds left to go. Warriors with the ball in Elkats territory. Burkholz looking to throw, has to avoid a tackler in the backfield, fires down the near sideline, batted away at the last second. J.P. Ruggie knocks the ball away, as that pass was intended for number 14, Caden Knorr. It'll be 3rd down and 15, 12 seconds left on the clock.
Be interesting if it comes down to a 3. Burkholz has made a lot of 3-pointers in the basketball court. Can he make one? It'll be his first career field goal. High school, he had 2 or 3 extra points last week, filling in for the injured Kirsten Grundle, who had made 2 field goals. He had 27 and 25. Right now, this would be a 37 if they don't get anything on this play.
3rd and 15 at the 20. Burkholz in the gun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 receiver to the left. Fires to the right side. He has a man complete close to the 20-yard line. 5 seconds left now.
Time.
And they'll call a timeout with 2 seconds left on the clock, bringing up a 4th down field goal attempt to win the Slider Bowl. That was a huge play from Levi Burkholz to get that completion. Didn't get the first down, but makes this field goal attempt a lot easier, as the Warriors are now out of Electrolyte timeouts. As this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're looking for a new or used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today, or head to ZimbrickHonda.com to search inventory.
The last 3 games in this series have been decided by combined 7 points. The regular season in 2020, the pandemic year,
Lakeside pulled out a 24-21 victory, then lost 21-19 when they missed a 2-point conversion in double overtime.
This will be a 30-yard attempt for Levi Burkholz.
35, right? 30?
30.
Yep, on the 20.
Ball's on the far hash mark. End-over-end kick is up,
and
it's good as time expires. Levi Burkholz wins it for Lakeside Lutheran.
Flag on the play, but they're probably roughing the kicker. Ref is coming over to the sideline as they have to decline the penalty.
I'm still waiting for the call, and he has to make sure,
Yes.
and that is it. They'll decline it. 30-27, the score.
The biggest three-pointer of his life, and it doesn't come on a basketball court. It comes on a football field. Incredible for Levi Burkholz.
Levi Burkholz kicking the game-winning field goal to propel the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors over the Lake Mills L-Cats 30-27 as time expires. Burkholz kicks that 30-yard field goal to win it. Before that, he had a 1-yard touchdown run in the third quarter that gave Lakeside Lutheran the lead at 20-17. You go back even further in this one, and he had a 38-yard touchdown run, and he got the scoring started with a 2-yard touchdown run as well, and in there a 31-yard touchdown pass. Levi Burkholz almost single-handedly propels Lakeside Lutheran to a huge victory. We're going to take a quick timeout as Dennis gets the final stats together before we have our Stoughton Trailers final haul. 30-27, our final score. Lakeside Lutheran on top of Lake Mills. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Electrolyte is the best electrolyte beverage for premium hydration. Whether you're working outdoors, exercising, feeling under the weather, or just need a pick-me-up, Electrolyte is the drink for you. Electrolyte, total hydration for every occasion.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The GRB Baseball Academy has established itself as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. At the GRB Baseball Academy, the green space and field is 27,000 square feet, and the facility overall is 52,000 square feet, all state-of-the-art. This spring, GRB is offering training where athletes can choose which days they want to train to fit their schedule and surround themselves with other highly motivated athletes. The GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
The local team at Nations Lending believes that everyone has a right to home ownership, especially our educators and school staff. Jesse Nelson here. Another reason I'm proud to have worked with Nations Lending for my home loan is that they're now offering a $500 appraisal credit to any school district employee in Wisconsin. $500 toward an appraisal for any school district employee in the state. Go to nationslendingmadison.com to get started today. Nations Lending, home loans made human. Corporate NMLS unique identifier 32416 to verify mortgage company or individual license. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Nations Lending is an equal housing lender.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance wants to protect your dreams. So whether you're at home singing in the shower, every note, or prefer singing your heart out in the car like Drew, cruising, you can save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance with American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Stoughton Hospital and the Ortho Team Clinic. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee. So the goal for me is always to see patients who want to get back to their active lifestyle. The techniques that I use now allow patients to return back to the activities, including sports, faster than ever before.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
I'm Ben Jewett with Coakley Brothers and Brothers Interiors. The Green and Gold is planning for a championship run this season. Like Green Bay's Pro Team, our organization is driven to create championship quality environments for our clients and partners. A unique and inviting workspace is more important than ever. Contact us for space planning, interior design, construction, furniture, and moving. Backed by a 134-year history of excellence, we can run with you anywhere, here on the Wisconsin tundra or anywhere in the country. Coakley Brothers and Brothers Interiors is your one-stop workplace resource. BrothersInteriors.com.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
All aboard the train again.
The train is getting ready to leave the station. Chugga, chugga.
Scalzo and Brust, weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
Levi Burkholz had the magic tonight for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors, kicking the game-winning field goal as time expired, 30-27. The Warriors defeating their crosstown or in-town rival, really, because they're only 3 blocks away, the Lake Mill L-Cats. And it's time for our Stoughton Trailers final haul. Big trailers and big opportunity at Stoughton Trailers. In their 60th year, Stoughton Trailers has built a lot of trailers, and their customers want more. Join a winning team with immediate openings at new higher pay rates on both first and second shift at their Broadhead, Evansville, and Stoughton locations. Assemblers, forklift drivers, welders, and more. Go to stojobs.com. That's STO jobs.com. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity. Dennis Summerall might be the game of the year. You said it to me during the break. This is the 3rd time that we, as ESPN Madison, have done a game between the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors and the Lake Mills L-Cats. And how many of them have been single possession games?
Well, all 3 of them, and they've all come down to the last possession. Game-winning field goal. We had a 2-point conversion that was blocked. Was the last time we were here. And you look in just, again, a rivalry game. You hope that it can come down and the home team wins. That's better. Now, unfortunately for Lake Mills, they walked over here. Not they're going to walk back to the high school. It's going to be a long, lonely walk. But Burkholz tonight was just phenomenal. He ended up unofficially 32 carries for 213 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing. 4 of 5. Actually, 4 of he didn't no incomplete passes. He threw 1 interception. He was 4 of 5 for 53 yards and a touchdown, and he kicks the game-winning field goal. He had extra points. He played on defense, but let's a little shout out to that offensive line that allowed him to get those yards. Christian Stibbs, Alex Bear, we got Reed Whitenhiller, Thomas Dwyer, and Ben Buxa. They're potentially all-state linemen at the right tackle spot. And then Nathan Yark, no carries tonight, but in the backfield blocking. Caden Boo had a great night, too. He finished with 20 carries for 122 yards. So when you look at that, 335 yards between their 2 main ball carriers, they ended up with 337 yards rushing overall, a team averaging 289 coming in. And that was the key, was to keep Lakeside Lutheran from running the ball and taking a lot of time off the clock. And unfortunately for Lake Mills, they were not able to do that in the end.
And there really haven't been many teams that have been able to do that to this Lakeside Lutheran squad. And, you know, Dennis, I don't get to make a whole lot of decisions at the station, but I think I'm going to be making the decision for us, already going to call our shot for 2023. Whenever these 2 teams play,
circle it.
I think we're going to be here at this point.
That's fine with me. Thank Todd Johns, the activities and athletic director here, for hosting us, and thank Ryan for being here for video, because you got to watch this one.
Yes.
This is one definitely
got
to watch.
Thank you so much to Ryan Wollersheim for the video, as well as Colin Russo running the board back at the studio, as well as Alex Gravatt, our resident hippie at ESPN Madison, for the score updates at halftime. And
our free spirit.
Yes.
I call him our free spirit.
Absolutely, our free spirit. And this broadcast was also brought to you by GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Find the program that fits your training goals and schedule with them this fall. You can schedule position player programs, pitching programs, foot speed and fielding camps, and power development. Reach your potential at the 52,000 square foot state-of-the-art indoor training facility. Visit grbacademy.com for more information. Again, 30-27, our final score. The Lakeside Lutheran Warriors defeating their huge rival, the Lake Mills L-Cats, 30-27 on a Levi Burkholz 30-yard field goal.
And that clinches a playoff berth.
It does. Pushes them to 6-1 on the year. Next up for the Warriors, they've got a tough one going up to
the next
Columbus.
two, Columbus, and then they finish at Edgewood, which I believe will be at Breeze Stevens Field. Lake Mills still needs a couple of wins, and they're going to finish up with Turner, and then which had a shootout last week with Lakeside, and then Lodi.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough road ahead, as we mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast. This has huge playoff implications for both of these teams, given the last couple of games that they both have. So Lake Mills is going to have to win out to get to that 6th win on the season to get into the playoffs, while Lakeside Lutheran clinched a playoff berth with now moving to 6-1 on the year. Again, our final score, 30-27. Again, want to say thank you to the man, the myth, the legend, the dean of area high school sports, Dennis Summerow, Ryan Wollersheim producing the video for us that you could see on YouTube and WisconsinOnDemand.com and the Wisconsin On Demand app, as well as Colin Russo running the board and Alex Gravatt giving you all the scoreboard updates at halftime, as well as what he's about to do for us here during the post game. I'm Hunter Vaughn, and this has been Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda,